Tri-City Storm. You can roll for initiative. We're underway as Youngstown controls the draw. Snapped out to center by Andrew Strathman, back in the lineup after serving a 3-game suspension. Ahead off of Serrato, chipped into the zone by Botterill. Down the left side, back to Serrato. Fed through the slot up to the point for Pittner, his one-timer wide of the cage. Pitching in to keep it alive, Strathman, but poked out the center by the Storm. Lacroix pokes it to the left wing corner of the Youngstown end. Pittner played it to Strathman around to Botterill, near side to Serrato. Took a bump from Posthumous, but then the puck stolen away by Serrato. Won the draw, but there's nobody on the near boards. Played ahead by Nizimayev. DeHaro in his own zone, DDD over to Jack Wilson. Out to center for Botterill. Bots couldn't dance around his man. Puck still loose at center. And then timing on the zone entry thrown off for Youngstown, and they could not get on the attack. And now it's going to be Road ahead to Nizimayev. His pass broken up by DeHaro, taken by Serrato, who gets put down from behind. Can't believe that was a legal check, but right there under the watchful eye of Christopher Rumble is there. Serrato takes his man out. That was Nizimayev. Chipped ahead for Youngstown. The draw. Botterill sets up in the shotgun. Face-off, however, won by the Storm. Kinsman backhands it ahead. Was looking for Posthumous. Gonna say no icing here is Wynn. Fanned on his clearing attempt, but was able to poke it to the in wall to keep it away from the Storm. Briere to the point for Bales. Fed around the kick plate to the right corner. Pinching in on the play was Kinsman. He took a healthy bump from Connor DeHaro. Played out to center by Charlie Serrato. 4-on-2 for Youngstown. Serrato to DeHaro. Shot! Score! He's having fun. Time of the goal, 7-17. The vision of Charlie Serrato is absolutely something to behold. As Beckner wins it. Simpson plays it to Constance. Point to Conley. One-timer blocked by Serrato. Into the corner for Simpson. Up the wall to Beckner. To the point for Constance. To Conley. Right circle. Shot. Wynn made the save. Rebound to the right corner. Comes to Simpson behind the cage. He'll float far side. Simpson still with it. Turned it over. Fired around the window by Pittner. And at least out to center. Does score. Phantoms now to the power play. Osborne with it at center. Getting hacked and slashed by Peluso. Puck available. Skated into by Burchell. Danced around one. Brought it into the zone. Burchell took a shot. Blocked. Got his own rebound. So he's watched by Kinsman. Up the wall to Strathman. Played near point for Serrato. Flicked it on net. Rebound blocked away as Young was bidding for a goal. Serrato near half. Up to the point for Strathman. Skate to stick and went out to center. Strathman. Behind him to Burchill. To Young to Strathman. Strat into the zone. Shot blocked. Came back to him at the half wall. 7 seconds left on the power play. Strathman. Fed it into the box. Young looking for it. Comes up high for Burchill. Chipped out the center. 2-on-1 developing. Ahead come Briere and Lacroix. Briere shot blocker saved by Colin Wynn. Rebound to Serrato. Charlie played ahead to Young. Into the zone. Lost his footing. Lukashevich plays it past him and it's chipped out the center. Storm coming ahead. Lacroix to Nizimayev. Back to Lacroix. Into the corner. Nizimayev fed in front, looking for Briere. He'll poke it on net. Wynn makes the save, and now it's right there, and Collins going to... And Youngstown wins the draw. Strathman to Serrato. Quickly across to Burchill. Shot blocked. Clark tried to feed it in front. Zigalov gave it up to his defenseman as he tried to cover, actually, but fanned on it. Storm able to get the clear. Wynn sets it up for Strathman. Burchill to Serrato. Fed across to Young. Back to Burchill. Walks down the right wall to Strathman at the point. Strat low. Shot redirected by Clark. Still available. Shoveled it wide of the cage on the spinning shot. Falloon up the middle off the skate of Strathman. As Strat was trying to get into position there to keep that in the zone. Just could not do so. And it made it the length of the ice. Wynn sets it up for Strathman. Maybe one more rush here for the top power play unit for Youngstown. Strathman into the zone. Bumped by Blaise Savoy, and he's ridden into the end wall. Puck in the left corner, Briere there. But Youngstown comes out of the corner with the puck. Strathman at the left point. Down the wall to Serrato. Across, Burchell, shot, blocked in front. Don't think it ever got through to Zigaloff. Diving attempt, couldn't get it up to Strathman. Great effort there, however, by Serrato. Carrying ahead is Lacroix. Tried to go inside out on Burchell, who hooked him. Simpson is now out of the box. There's 1:07 remaining on this Adams Tree Preservation penalty kill. Constance to Conley at center. Fought through the stick check of Serrato, but lost the puck. And it's cleared down the ice by Tori Pittner. Zigalov just played it past Adam Padilla. Got it to Constance in the corner. Snap to center for Rozzi. Far side for Beckner. Floated into the left wing corner. Slapped at by Pittner. Played past Beckner and down the ice. Skating. Awesome. Love to hear it as Selena's going to give us some color commentary here in the second period. You can roll for initiative, which, because the second period is underway. Phantoms control the draw. They have it in their own zone. It is Serrato carrying ahead to the red line. Going to spin away from his own blue. Try to resume the attack. Charlie ran into Lacroix. Turned the puck over to Peluso. Phantoms are pinned deep. There could be a break here. Great stick by Finn McLaughlin to stop up the Tri-City break. Could have been a 3-on-0. Serrato couldn't dance around Lukashevich. Nice poke check there by the Tri-City defenseman. Squirts in front of the cage. Constance picks it up for the Storm. Plays it out to center for Lacroix. Into the zone down the left side. Nice little hip check there by Tori Pittner. And Youngstown will carry ahead again.
Both these teams have definitely
4-on-4 penalty kill here for the entirety of the second period. Don't have a shot yet, as here Youngstown wins the draw and it's cleared down the ice by Luke Osborne. Zigalov sets it up for Constance. Out to center for Beckner, across the ice to Conley, far side. Conley into the zone down the right side, watched by Osborne. On his backhand around the cage to the near side, 5 seconds left on the penalty. Conley still with it. Conley around the cage once more. To the near side, out of the box comes Hunter Ramos. Phantoms back to full strength. Conley tried to take a shot. It was blocked. Young has it in his skates. Couldn't do anything with it. Phantoms pick it up. Send it ahead. Pass did not click at center. And that Posthumous won it to the corner. Phantoms got there first. Sent up the far wall. Kept to the point by Kinsman. Down in the corner for Crandall. Took a bump. Youngstown comes away with the biscuit. Phantoms through center. Young just out of the reach of Hunter Ramos. Up to the point for Osborne. D to D for Machu. His shot was blocked by Posthumous. Serrato picks up the loose change. Played it into the circle for a one-timer fanned on by Young. Ramos to Machu. Fed down low. Comes to Serrato in the corner. Charlie up toward the point, but Machu had vacated the wall and it'll squirt all the way down. Bouncing puck. Finally pried free of the circle by Serrato, but he gave it right to Cooper Simpson, who sent it into the Youngstown end. Played around to the near wall for Beckner. Into the circle, off of Simpson, up to the points. Now it's Kinsman, shot over the cage. Simpson to the rebound. To Conley. Into the right corner, fed it back around the kick plate, pinching in Blaise Savoy. Skates past Haro and McLaughlin. Still with it, cross point for Simpson. The F3 back on the play. His rising wrister gets the end glass. Haro. Maybe got away with a hold there on Beckner as the Storm sent it up the far wall. Kinsman kept it alive to Beckner to Simpson. Back up that far wall, kept to the point one more time by Kinsman. To Simpson, fought through a check, played it to the left wall. As Wilson ripped down by Beckner, that'll be a penalty on Tri-City. Official from the neutral zone to keep an eye out for. As here, Tri-City won the face-off, but the D-to-D pass was sent out to center. Kinsman ahead to Conley. His shot fanned on it, also partially blocked by Finn McLaughlin. And tried Braden Clark. Zigaloff so deep in his crease there on that move by Clark, as here Youngstown wins the faceoff. They'll set it up for Serrato. Played ahead to Burchell. Mikey blazing the trail down the right side. Burchell centered off the skate of Blaise Savoy. Came to Conley, gave it to Kinsman, back to Conley. Into the zone. Inside out on McLaughlin. Tried to feed it over to Rozzi. Couldn't hammer it home. Serrato got it out of the scrum into the corner for McLaughlin. Conley with the takeaway, side of the net. Rossi poked off his twig, mounts to Serrato, and he'll fire it down the ice, so no icing here. So he actually ended up on net. Zigilov sets up in the shotgun. Face-off won by Burchell, but he couldn't get it to Botterill. It's going to pop free for Crandall, and he'll skate it to the neutral zone. Bumped by Serrato as the puck rolls to Machu. DDD to Osborne. His pass ahead taken by Lacroix and sent into the Youngstown zone. Crandall, ridden off by Machu. It came to Osborne, but threw it too far ahead of himself. Lacroix took it away for a moment before it bounced back to Osborne in the corner. Sent up the wall for Burchell, ducked around a check, cup sent up to the point. Kept by Lacroix. His shot missed the cage. Botterill to the rebound, played it out to center. 2-on-1 for Youngstown. Fed across through the slot, hits the top of the net and bounces to Serrato. Interesting looking feed there from Burchell, looking for Serrato. As the puck comes to Harper, he'll play out to the safety of center. Clubs it past Jack Wilson. Floated out to Botterill at center. Across to Serrato. Turn on the back end. As off the draw, Harper couldn't clear, but it bounced back to Kinsman. Sends it to the far wall, kept by Botterill. Fed down low for Serrato. Couldn't feed it in front as his centering pass hit the back of the net. Harper up the far wall to Nizimayev. Ahead to Nolan Road. Swept away from an oncoming Jake Rossi by Jack Wilson. As here it's Rossi in the left circle. Feeds it across Kinsman. One-timer off the wall to the glove of Colin Wynn. No rebounds. To the bench will be Connor DeHaro. Scored his first USHL goal tonight as Youngstown wins the draw but couldn't clear. Hit the ankle of Burchell, came to the near wall. Rossi got it, centered it, looking for Road. Still kind of loose in the slot and just whacked out the center by Youngstown. Hustling back forward, Kinsman, D over to Harper. Out to center, touched ahead by Nizimayev, but picked off by Serrato. Couldn't find a teammate, however, as it bounces to Harper. Ripped into the Youngstown zone, comes around to the far side. Serrato touched it behind him to Botterill. Fed ahead to Mikey Burchell, who as Clark wins the draw, but Burchell couldn't quite handle it. Played out to center by Peluso. Peluso trying to get a step on McLaughlin. Finn wouldn't allow it, but last second backhand effort there by Peluso as the puck came into the blue paint. Great hustle there by Peluso as McLaughlin has to play it away from the young man out of Victor, New York. Phantoms carrying it ahead. McLaughlin drops it back for Serrato. Charlie into the zone. Now fed over. Charlie has it far side. Serrato down the wall to the point for McLaughlin. Center point. Pittner redirected in the slot by Young. Just went wide. Clark to Serrato to McLaughlin. Back to Serrato, left circle. Shot, hit Blaze Savoy in front. Clark off the side of the net. Blaze Savoy clears it around the wall. Burchell with the keep. Fed it quickly back around. Constance hustling after it. Kept nicely by a hustling Grant Young. Up at the point, it's McLaughlin now with the keep. His shot broke his stick on it. Across, Serrato. Toe drag shot, glove save. Ivan Zigilov, Charlie Serrato. 9.1 left in the second. Beckner wins the draw cleanly, splits his defenseman Constance to the end wall, sends it up the far side. 4 seconds left in the period. DeHaro hard around the wall, but nobody there at the near side. But you can roll for initiative because the third period's underway. Serrato wins the draw. Ice still looks a little wet to my eyes, but here Botterill across to Serrato, couldn't take the pass as Youngstown came in a quick 2-on-1 right at the beginning of this final frame. Osborne down the wall through Botterill, comes around to the right corner. Storm played up the wall and out to center. Bounce to Serrato, pass ahead, hit a boot, but ricocheted to Osborne. Ahead to the line for Botterill and then Burchell, but couldn't bring it in cleanly. Ahead came Lacroix, lost an edge, and Pittner plays it to Serrato, to Botterill. Bott's little start, fed it in front. Burchell couldn't redirect it home. Up to the point for Machu, his shot right. Tillo, who got the seal in front for Rusinski, off the bar. Youngstown, a beautiful play, and that close to tying the game is here. Nolan Road rips it wide of the cage. Serrato bumped it to Rusinski. Behind him to DeHaro. Rossi within his own zone. To the line and out to center. Road redirected into the Youngstown end, but icing. But the faceoff is won by Road. Harper played to the corner, back to Road. Up the wall, Botterill kept the zone. But his keep played right to Harper. He'll carry around the cage to the far side and get it out as far as center. Harper to the Youngstown blue. Thought Tri-City might have been offside there. Play continues. Burchill danced around one man. Plays it over to Serrato. Charlie looks for the trailer. His pass redirected out to center by the stick of Ryan Smith. Torrey Pittner tried. Ramos can't skate into it as he's tangled with Blaze Savoy. Road picks up the loose biscuit. And the Storm will bring it ahead. It is Falloon. Brought it as far as the half wall before it's chipped out to center by Youngstown. Serrato's pass ahead, was looking for Ramos. Knocked away by the Storm, and now it's Burchill redirecting it into the Tri-City zone. Harper got there first along the end wall. Puck loose in the corner. Ryan Smith of the Storm lost his footing, but able to get it to Briere. Storm still battling for it. They'll send it back over to Harper near side, and he'll send it out to center. Under the stick of Mikey Burchill, but unable to find it was all August Falloon. And Youngstown and try to systematically break it out here as Botterill finds Burchill. Mikey into the zone, 2-on-2. Elevated pass did not click for Serrato, and now it's the Storm's turn. They'll bring it to the red line and send it to left wing corner. Win. Hard off the dasher, hit a stanchion and bounced right to Crandall. Couldn't get it on net, however, as Wilson pins him to the boards. Sent to the line, redirected out by Grant Young. Tri-City sends it back in. Machu. D over to Wilson, ahead off the stick of Botterill, redirected to the... Kinsman ahead to the line, sent out to center by Nizimeyev, picked up by Road. Road couldn't split four, played ahead by Machu to Burchill. Mikey from the officials' crease played in the Tri-City zone. Serrato took out his man, allowed Burchill to keep the play alive at least for a moment before a big scrum ensues on the far half wall. Botterill pried it free for a moment. For now, it squirts free, comes around to the near side. Serrato backhands it up to the point, kept by Wilson. His rising wrister. And he won it. Clark to Osborne, couldn't keep the zone. Phantom's gonna have to touch up here. Tri-City will start the attack ahead. Rozzi to Blaze Savoy, sent to the end wall. Osborne played it near corner for Botterill. Stretch ahead looking for Burchill. Mikey's gonna skate into this, wipe out the icing. Try to quick one-touch centering feed, but bounce to the Storm as Blaze Savoy backhands it over the glass out of play. Clark wins the faceoff cleanly for a second time. Up to the point for a shot just wide of the cage. Battle for it along the near half wall. Tri-City played it free of the scrum for a moment. Serrato played it to the point, but just wide of his man. I believe that's McLaughlin. And here it's Serrato picking it up just inside his own blue line. He'll drop it back for McLaughlin. And Finn will start the attack before dropping it back for Burchill. Mikey to Serrato. Charlie into the zone down the left side. Watched by Kinsman. Carries around the cage, feeds it over to Grant Young, but the pass eluded him and squirts down the ice. Colin Wynn hustled up like he wanted to do a quick pass ahead with Tri-City changing, but decides instead to hand it off to McLaughlin, who will fire it back to Burchill. To Serrato into the zone near side. Charlie cutting to the middle. Backhander stopped by Zigulov. Rebound picked up by Tri-City. Bounced off a stanchion. It came to McLaughlin, but he couldn't hold the zone. Had to hustle back to play away from Cambriere. Minute gone. Wynn sets it up for McLaughlin. Finn, red line and blue into the zone. Down the left side, spins in the corner, got it to Braden Clark up to the point for Serrato. Serrato, left circle to Burchill. Toe drag shot blocked by the knee of Falloon. Comes off the near wall and chipped out the center by Peluso. He couldn't play it in the middle for Falloon. It was touched away by Burchill. And now it's Kinsman bringing it into the zone for Tri-City. Defenseman in on the play. Took a bump as he sent it around to the far side. Hustling over to it is Lacroix. 45 seconds left on the power play for Youngstown. Clark played it to the blue paint. Wynn will set it up for McLaughlin. Back to Burchill, ahead to Serrato. Trying to fight through the check of Lukashevich. Couldn't do so. McLaughlin couldn't hold the zone. Able to keep the puck from going all the way down the ice, though, with 23 seconds left on the power play. Phantoms might only have one shot here on this 4-minute man advantage. Excellent work by the Tri-City power play. Into the zone. As Youngstown controls the draw, it's Serrato. Up to the point from McLaughlin. Point to Burchill. Into the corner for Young. Back to Burchill at the right half. To the point for McLaughlin. He'll walk the blue line. Flicked it toward the cage, and it is blocked into the middle. Clark wins the draw cleanly. Shot on net by Botterill. Stopped by Zigulov. Young to the rebound. To Burchill. To McLaughlin at the point. Cross point for Serrato. Couldn't quite handle the pass. Has to try to quickly play it away from August Falloon. Pops up for the Burchill to touch it to the side of the cage for Botterill. He fanned on the one-timer. Serrato to McLaughlin. Fanned on the pass. Falloon able to play it out to center. Looking for an option. Fanned on his dump in here a couple of different times. Poked away from him finally by Clark, as Youngstown had to try to defend the empty net. Serrato. Wiped out by Blaise Savoy. Looked like he ripped him down with the free hand, but no penalty call forthcoming. Side of the net, Braden Clark. To Serrato. Up to the point to McLaughlin. He didn't keep that line. I did not. As off the draw, Tri-City gets control. Chipping it into the Youngstown zone is Beckner. Battle for it in the left corner. 75 seconds left in regulation. Comes around to the near side. Pittner shovels it up the wall. Found Botterill. As the puck. As here, Braden Clark wins the faceoff. Botterill trying to split 5. Almost did so. Back to Clark. He fired off the bar. It's in! Phantoms tie the game. 57 seconds. Draw. And faceoff, however, won by Smith. It's loose in the circle. Falloon just protecting the puck. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to overtime. Clark, who fired it off the crossbar. Roll for initiative. Overtime's underway. Serrato, shot, shoulder save by Zigulov. Serrato wins the draw, but I think less than legally. Faceoff warning actually on Nolan Road. Serrato to take the draw against Road once more. Serrato won it, but it's going to be picked up by Conley. And the Storm will resume the attack here. It's Blaise Savoy, Conley, and Road. For Youngstown, it's Burchill, Serrato, and Pittner. Conley into the zone between the circle. Shot, glove save, Colin Wynn. Rebound available. Swept to the boards by Pittner. Tri-City gets one fresh body on the ice. Now they get a second. Phantoms carry ahead. Into the zone comes Torrey Pittner. Stops up at the left half wall. Back to the point for Burchill. Check that Serrato. Charlie will feed it down to Mikey. Wedged to the wall by Constance, who rips him down, comes away with the puck. Pittner knocked him down as Constance plays it to the left corner. Face off to the right of Wynn. Beckner with that face-off win. Dropped it back for Conley. He'll retreat to center. Played over to Constance. Ahead to Beckner. Drop back for Constance. To the red line. Drop back for Conley. Conley dances away from Voronin. It's Voronin, Serrato, and Machu. Conley. Shot. Missed the cage. By Zigulov. Rebound in the corner for Botterill. Pinned to the boards by Blaise Savoy, but he spins off that check. Serrato. Shot. Saved by Zigulov. Great look for Charlie Serrato as it comes to Blaise Savoy. 23 seconds left in overtime. Blaise Savoy knocked off the puck by Serrato. He's on the break. Charlie Serrato had the puck roll on him. Fed in front. Scores! Sayonara. Arrivederci. Adios. Auf Wiedersehen and aloha.